Stress, anxiety, and anger can definitely cause some aches and pains, but what are the sneakiest reasons for your sore back? Well, we have editor-in-chief of Redbook Magazine, Jill Herzig, here to help us reveal some of those. Welcome back, Jill, to the show.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
So what are women doing that can cause some back issues, Jill?
Well, one issue could be those cute flats that you bought and you love, and you think, hey, these must be better for me than walking around in towering high heels. Yeah. It's true that high heels are not great for you, but flats this thin with no support and no cushioning can actually really cause a problem. It's basically, it comes down to the cushioning in your spine. You guys know a lot more about this than I do, but there are these fluid-filled discs that are in your spinal column. Yeah. If you pound around on flats that are paper thin all day, it wrings out that fluid and results in some serious back pain.
And pay attention to how you're walking too, because if you're wearing flats like that and you're pounding down on your heel, you have to, if you're gonna wear a shoe like that, you have to think, walk light on your feet.
And if you are going to be walking around in flats, you want to use something like an orthotic, and it can be something you buy, right at the drugstore. They sell them OTC, and you put them in your flats, and they'll make them more comfortable and help protect your back.
I have these things in all my shoes.
Yeah, they're great.
Especially my ballet flats.
In your flats.
Your little leopard skin
you are
ones.
a sick ballerina. and Jill, a lot of moms deal with back issues.
Definitely.
Why is that?
Well, that's because we're hauling our kids around all the time. And we often think, okay, I need to lift from my knees when I'm picking my kid up, and that is very important. But it's also how you hold your kids. And hips are great. They're sort of God's gift to women in terms of carrying your kids around on your hips. It's great. But don't always carry them on the same hip. That puts uneven strain on your back muscles, and you wonder why you're sore all the time. So you got to sort of switch off stuff.
Especially because when we're on their hip, you're kind of tilted over a little.
Yeah,
it's fine if you keep switching. Switching around.
Especially if your kid's squirming around.
Yeah, always think about your spinal alignment. I hate to interrupt y'all, but I have to get this phone call and hold on.
Yeah, don't be doing that.
There's a mistake.
What are we talking about? Huh?
Yeah, we're talking about the fact that you're putting a huge amount of stress on your spine right now. And that's with a conventional phone. It's even worse when you've got your cell phone out.
Try doing that with a cell phone. I mean, no way.
But don't you see people
Holy
all
cow.
the time doing that? You're talking to somebody and you want to be using your hands and you think, oh, I'll just stick it up between here, but that feels terrible. So Dr. Travis has the right idea here.
Headset?
Hands-free. Even if you're just wandering around home, it feels weird to do it, but put on your hands-free headset.
And you have one last sneaky cause of back pain, Jill?
Yeah, it's just sitting still in the same position all day long. And a lot of us, when we have desk jobs, we find ourselves just sitting there staring at a computer monitor. And it ends up contracting the same muscles for hour after hour. You've got to get up and move around, and also make sure that your computer monitor is in the right place. You want it right at eye level. And Dr. Travis, you've got a good one here that adjusts.
It's adjustable, so you want it at your eye level, so adjust it. And if you need to put a book under it, that's fine, but make sure you're not staring down or up at the computer monitor. And Jill, one of the things, I don't know if you do this, one of the things that I do is if I need to be in front of a computer for 2-3 hours, I'll actually find an elevated area where I can lay the computer and actually stand up.
Yeah. Or take a call while you're standing up, or instead of sending an email, get up and walk the 50 feet, and take a lunch break.
But these are all great tips. Typical causes of back pain you need to pay attention to. Jill, thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it. And for everyone at home, be sure to pick up your November copy of Redbook Magazine, available on newsstands now. Jill, we hope to see you again soon.